Boosie's life is in danger. Grave danger. This is not clickbait. It's not a joke. Boosie don't have a lot of time left. He has to act fast and act now. So let me explain what's going on. Do y'all remember a few months ago, approximately 2 months ago, when Boosie pled guilty to his federal gun case?
Sure do.
Well, it looks like a prison sentence ain't the only thing he has to worry about.
To a little more serious news here. A well-known rapper with a big following on social media could be headed back to prison after he pleaded guilty to a gun charge in federal court today.
Right.
Boosie was arrested during a traffic stop
Boosie.
San Diego 2 years ago. CBS 8's Kelly Hezedal joins us live downtown. Kelly, you were in the courtroom. You also spoke to Boosie. What can you tell us?
That's right, and his legal name is Torrance Hatch. Now, a lot of times defendants don't really want to talk to us if they're still going through court proceedings, but he was fine with it. He says he accepts responsibility for what happened, and he's ready to move forward.
I want to put it behind me. I want to get it behind me and get on with my life. You know, it's a lot of things this case has stopped me from doing, traveling all across the world, making. So I just want to get it over with and, you know, accept my guilty plea. I'm ready to get over with.
That plea deal.
That's when you know a nigga serious. When he got a chain on top of a turtleneck, you're not playing.
The worst decision of his life and might be the reason he loses his life. You see, Boosie is set for sentencing for that plea in about 10 days. He's supposed to be sentenced on the 21st of November. Now, Boosie pled guilty due to a gun case he caught in San Diego. So he's getting sentenced to a California state prison. So Boosie took the plea deal. However, he still has some unresolved issues in California. And there's going to be people looking for him when he goes to prison. The Hoovers have already announced that when Boosie land in the California state prison, they are on him.
Ooh.
So why is Boosie in trouble with the Hoovers? Why is Boosie being looked for by the Hoover? It's because of what he did to a Hoover OG called Gumby. So Boosie and Gumby ran into some issues a few years back through a concert. At the time, Boosie's manager was his brother TK. Now, the OG Hoover gave Boosie brother the bag, right? So Boosie brother gave him a price. Say, yo, Boosie is going to perform for this. He gave the brother the money they agreed upon. However, when Boosie got to the concert, he refused to perform because he said he didn't get paid yet. The Hoover gave the brother all the money. The brother never showed up. So that led to some conflict where they held Boosie at ransom.
What? They like somebody you gonna perform. I mean, I could imagine how they would be upset. Ain't my problem. You said this is Boosie. Was it Boosie brother they gave it to? Or Gumby's? Let me see.
At the time, Boosie's manager was his brother TK. Now, the OG Hoover gave Boosie brother the bag, right? So Boosie brother gave him a price. Say, yo, Boosie is going to perform for this. He gave the brother the money they agreed upon. However, when Boosie got to the concert, he refused to perform because he said he didn't get paid yet. The Hoover gave the brother all the money. The brother never showed up. So that led to some conflict where they held Boosie at ransom.
Right. I'm not advocating any sort of violence or anything like that, but it would make sense why the Hoovers would be upset. That make perfect sense. It's like, look, we gave the money to your people. That's your brother, not ours. Was this Boosie's manager? And like he said at the time, he was Boosie's manager. So if he was Boosie's manager, they gave the money to Boosie's manager. Boosie, you are here right now and you're refusing to perform. They would be understandably upset. And you know, Boosie, you chose to deal with them gangsters. You know how that go.
So he could go on stage and perform.
Boosie would have never even knew what his brother was up to if his brother didn't never steal from me. On Hoover, he stole from me, and on West Side Hoover, I went to fuck for that mother on my money. It just so happened that his brother didn't come, so I had to deal with little Boosie. And just like you see him on TV, he cocky. Oh, but see, he didn't understand. You're in the building with 200 Hoovers, and I'm Gumby Hoover. Ain't no Boosie badass in here. Gumby badass Hoover though. So. In his defense on Hoover, he was outnumbered. We're in the green room. It's Boosie, it's too big. It's Stunner from Vegas, his bodyguard from Grape Street, I think like the road manager. Yeah, on Hoover, that's the nigga road manager. I told that nigga in my eyes again, bitch, slap the shit out you on Hoover. Like, it went bad because he's mad at Jay-Z now. I ain't never met Jay-Z before. I'm from Hoover. I'm off Code and the Fig, nigga. I don't know none of these people you talking about. But your brother just made me pay $7,500 more out of my budget. I need to holler at Groove. So he doing the whole Boosie shit. And I understand that I approach him. What's up, bro? I'm gonna be out through the concert for you. I don't want to hear all that shit. I need my back end. I don't understand what you're talking about back end. I approach him again. Oh, the Boosie, listen. Wait, bro, listen. They said I just got out of prison. I explained my whole situation to him again. He shut me off again. I'm sorry. He shut me, he shut me off again. And, you know, at that point, I kind of like got.
How long is this blunt or cigar? God damn.
Because it was a miscommunication. Like, me and Groove ain't got no issue. I'm looking for the nigga to throw my hoes, and you interfering. And it kind of like, see, I ain't no bitch. I got the whole recording. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna send it a little bit to you, though. I'm gonna send it a little bit to you. I hope this ain't no bitch. You know what I mean?
Here's the part of the story that gets really confusing. So Boosie went on stage and performed after being pressed by Gumby and 200 Hoovers.
Right.
He didn't really have much of a choice.
Right. I was about to say he ain't have a choice. What are you gonna do? I mean, he could end it all.
Now, apparently, Gumby had to come out of his pocket $7,500 extra because TK never paid Boosie. So Gumby had to pay him, you know, a little, like not the full back end, but a little something just to get him to come on stage and perform so people don't feel scammed.
Okay, so they came to an agreement. They negotiated something out. So,
as far as I know, from that particular telling of the story, him and Boosie's issues should be solved. Boosie performed. Right. If TK owes you $7,500, then that should be a TK and Gumby problem. But no. The OG Hoover will say that the concert didn't make him any money. He lost $52,000 throwing that concert. So because he lost that much money, he believes that Boosie and TK, which is Boosie's brother, owes him money. Now, at this point, he could...
Why? Because they didn't fill the venue? Isn't I think I think that would have been Gumby and them responsibility. Am I wrong?
There's them one and the same. Either is TK paying the debt or is Boosie paying the debt. But one of them gotta pay.
He was a real nigga. He was in a bad situation. That's why he went on and fired the bitch Q Hoover that night. He said, book me at Boosie.com. Some real nigga shit. But at the end of the day, on Hoover though, when Groove was allowed to leave up out of the room, and how that actually played out was that I explained to him after I caught his attention that his brother had stole from me. And I showed him the bank account and I explained to him what happened. And he agreed that he never received that money. And saying his brother TQ was on some fat shit and me and him was going to do business. So if you see the footage from the concert, me and Lil Boosie went out and did a whole duo. Over. Guy said, but at the end of the day, our business is still not finished. Over. I lost $52,000 in the concert and I need my money from TQ, Lil Boosie, what's the nigga name? Blue Contrail. What's the nigga name? Blue Contrail. No, that's the bitch that was in the nasty book we used to see in the fucking head. What's the nigga name? Young Blue. That nigga there. I need my bread. I don't give a fuck who give it to me.
Boosie made him some promises that they would work, they'll do business together in the future. He's sorry for what the brother did, but they will work and they will have their own relationship. It looks like Boosie was just telling him what he wanted to hear so he could make it out that building. Because apparently since Boosie made it out that building, he cut off all communication. They haven't chopped it up. They haven't talked.
Yeah, certainly. Why would he put himself back in a situation where he may have to get into some gangster shit? You know what I'm saying?
But Gumby still wants his money. He still wants that $52,000 loss that he took throwing that concert. And he thinks that Boosie is responsible and on the hook for it. So when Gumby got the word that Boosie is being sentenced in about 10 days to a California state prison.
Yeah, that's not good. I think gonna walk in with beef. Whew.
He's licking his chops. He's sending out the bat signal to all Hoovers in California state prison. You gotta stand on that. You better advocate for the big homie. Boosie is in a world of trouble, man. One thing you don't want to do is get a debt in jail.
Right.
And even that's not as bad as going to jail with an already debt. Oh, no. Mm-hmm. You going to jail with a debt already?
They're looking for you.
Man, listen, man. If you last a week, I'll be surprised.
Fighting Boosie. Like, I don't have nothing to do with none of that. I don't know if they were supposed to fight. I don't even give a fuck. I got my whole own issue with Boosie on Hoover. Like, y'all already heard about it before on Real Tune on Hoover. I need my hooves on West Side Hoover.
Y'all think Boosie gonna sign in? You think he gonna be in PC? I don't know how LA works, but from my understanding, even if you sign in over there, the gang culture is so intertwined with everything. You're still not protected.
Going to the federal penitentiary area where my homeboys is at on Hoover, but they go one way or another. Nigga gonna meet me. Nigga gonna have to speak up for what they supposed to speak up on Hoover. Nigga, I need my money. TK, TQ, whoever that was in your inbox. What's the name?
Oh, the Boosie's brother.
I don't give a f. I need my money. Nigga. Talking about slandering you. I don't gotta do none of that. Nigga. I need my bread. Nigga. You did some whole bad business on Hoover. They try to make it seem like, oh, some janky promoter, some other bullshit. No, your brother ran off with my money, Boosie. Boosie, he ran off with my money. Remember that? I'm the nigga that showed you who stole your money. Remember that, Boosie? I need my hooves, bro, on Hoover. I need my hooves. Going to the penitentiary area, you know what I'm saying, the federal penitentiary area on Hoover. Somebody gonna answer about my money, I promise you. I need my bottles, bro. The last thing I heard me and Boosie talked about is, look, bro, get with your people and my people get with yours. We're going to work it out. That was years ago.
Right.
So
he was just trying to work his way out of that arena or wherever they was performing at. He said, yeah, I'm going to get my people to get with your people. And they got the fuck low. Got out of there.
I need my dollars. I lost $52,000 in that concert, bro, on Hoover. And on top of that, I showed that Boosie supposed to be a real nigga. I showed Groove, your brother was stealing from me. That's how he learned that his brother was stealing from me. Because the nigga stole from me and I wasn't going for it on Hoover.
Man just told Boosie, my homeboy gonna meet you. And they better get my paper. Oh, my. Hey, listen, man. Listen, man. And because it has gone public, there's only two ways this could end, okay? Only two ways. Boosie either lives long enough to be a mark and a buster, or Boosie just takes the consequences that comes with it, man. But he's in...
Nah, he probably gonna pay him. People gonna talk about him, call him all kind of stuff for a little while. Then they're gonna forget about it because the news cycle's gonna change and he's gonna be in prison for a little while. So he ain't tripping. I don't think he's tripping.
Danger. And when I say live to be a buster or take the consequences, if Boosie pays Gumby at this particular point in time, after Gumby has gone online and says, hey, my homeboy's going to see you in that jail when you get there. If he pays, now Boosie is a buster. Now he got extorted. Now he gave up the paper. Now they dug in his pockets. Now he is Scary Mark. That's going to be the narratives, bro.
Yeah.
The minute Gumby comes back and say, hey, the debt has been settled, bust.
Yeah, everybody else.
Paid not to get packed out.
Yeah, and it's true because he got to be in there. And people know. And they know they can squeeze him. So you got to go to Hoover's. You got to, keep the protection. You're going to have to pay him.
Paid to survive in prison.
Yeah.
That's damn near worse than PC. And knowing Boosie, he's too prideful. He's not gonna pay this money because he understands the consequences that comes with it, bro. Yo, if you pay this money to Gumby, that bat signal is sent out to all the other inmates. Now, guess what? They know now, hey, all we gotta do is just apply the pressure. He gonna squeal.
Right.
He gonna cough it up. He gonna give it up. Now, if Boosie does what he does, which is, man, I'm not giving nothing, man. I'm standing on it, bro. Right? It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I don't care. It's what's up. Then it's not going to end well for him, right? Because I don't care how much influence you think Boosie got. I don't care how much of a street credibility you think Boosie got. I don't care how much fame you think he got, how much lore you think he got. He don't got enough influence in a California state prison to politic against the Hoovers. He just doesn't. He don't got that influence in that pool in California state prison to politic against the Hoovers. If the Hoovers want Boosie head on the swivel, they gonna have it. And if Boosie don't give up that $52,000, they're gonna have his head on the swivel. Boosie, if I'm you, bruh, listen, I'm going to court. I'm saying, Your Honor, I can't go to California State Prison. Now, this might be considered snitching, but you might have to snitch, okay, buddy? Listen, you can't make out the situation unscathed, bruh.
I can't live.
Choose your poison, bruh. All right? You're gonna have to do a little bit of snitching here, okay? Walk into that California State Prison,
All they're gonna do is put them in PC. But like I said, if the Hoovers are as strong as they say they are in California state prisons, they'll still be able to reach them. They'll still be able to touch them.
And say, Your Honor, okay?
It's a bad situation.
The greatest villain to ever hit these California streets. Now, it is no disrespect to the OG Hoover Gumby. But when you watch Gumby interviews, man, you can't tell me that don't remind you of like the villain in a superhero movie. His mannerisms, how he sits down like this and he on Hoover though. Oh, that's Boosie, but this Gumby on Hoover. Man, Gumby is the most entertaining person on the internet right now, bro. You go to court, okay, Boosie, and you say, Your Honor, I can't go to California State Prison. If I go to California State Prison, bro, that's my head. There's already a green light on me, bro. And I can't do it, okay? I can't, Your Honor. And I'm
Your Honor gonna be like, that's what I hope. Think Your Honor give a damn? Don't listen to Flacco. I mean, make your own decision, Boosie. Don't listen to don't. This nigga don't know what he talking about.